very similar to Will. It felt alien. I felt disconnected from it. And with that, I had a lack of respect and a lack of consideration for it. I just found it. I was actually kind of like amused. I guess that's how the alarm came through me. It was just, yeah, it was just this kind of, well, this is crazy. And as time went on, it started to affect me, where I'll be holding events and then people wouldn't want to come, like leading up to it. And then I started to get present to, oh, it is real. It might not feel real to me, but it's real to others. And then what that brought was a sense of, oh, well, it is real to me. And I really got this sense of, I am not separate from this. Even though immediately I don't feel connected to this, I am connected to others, and it impacts them, and therefore it impacts me. And I really started got a sense of, oh, I'm part of society. If society is uncomfortable, I am uncomfortable. And then I saw how inconsiderate I was towards it. Just a lack of consideration, a lack of care towards how society was responding to it. And then as this continued, I saw people started to react more strongly, and so different things, like in the office I work in, there might be 200 desks, and I just started seeing more and more responses, more concerns, it became more of a talking point. And I remember this one person, I was on the bus, and he was just holding a mask in his hand. And it appeared like he wanted to wear it, but he didn't want to look silly, maybe. That's how I was reading it. And I was just observing. And at one point, some school children were bus, and they were like, "Oh, is that a mask?" And he's like choked, he whispered, "Yeah." And he just kept looking down at his mask, like, am I going to put this on? And to me, I just felt this like compassion, like this doesn't feel real to me. And maybe that's careless, naive of me, but that's where I'm with it currently. But for him, it was real, and even though it wasn't real for me, it was real for him. And I just really wanted to vouch for him, like, go on, put the mask on, like it's okay. And I really got a sense of, wow, this is bringing stuff up for all of us. So for me, it was a call to have care, consideration, appreciation for the society that I'm a part of. And for him, it was, are you going to be courageous enough to do a thing that you want to do? In spite of the fear of looking silly, can you do this? And I could really see him sitting there with his head down, staring at his mask, this thing he wants to do, but he's scared it will look bad. And I was just like, oh, I'm with you. You can do this. And that really changed everything for me. That was just a nice symbol of what was occurring. No, what was occurring was I was finding care. I was caring about what was happening for people because it was so real for them. And as time's gone on, I'm hearing people, some people who are very carefree in many aspects, suddenly be really choked and concerned. And as I hear their story, there's been this underlying fear around health and imminent death for them. And this is really bringing something up for them. And I care for that. And I also finding myself caring more or having respect for the advice that's being given out, being careful what we touch, being careful to wash our hands. So I'm finding myself more caring about the society that I live in, and I'm finding that while it might not be real for me, I have to show care, because if I don't, I am causing harm. And there is there's a sense of selfishness that I first immediately responded to. The whole, I'm not connected to this. There's a selfishness towards the society in which I'm a part of, and I'm really seeing how this is bringing me back into a connection, a relating to the society in which I live, and with this a newfound sense of love and relatableness. Um, and I have started to wash my hands and show care, because with this newfound sense of care, it's also a consideration of the impact I'm having. So while I don't feel like I'll catch it, and if I did, I don't. I currently I don't feel like I would be moved too much. I mean, that just might be me being naive, but that's how it feels. How I feel towards it. But if someone else catches it, and um, I'm co-facilitated that in some way, then to me not to take heed to that is to me not being responsible. And that's what I'm finding. I'm finding a new sense of responsibility. So a compassion to something that I did not have any care for, and a sense of responsibility, a sense of I need to make a sacrifice, not because the fears I have if I don't, but I respect for the society in which I live in, and everyone involved. So the panic might be real for them, not for me, and I need to be considerate of their panic. So that's what I feel is arising in me.